Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Oregon State versus Oregon college basketball matchup on Saturday, February 17th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people who have big bankrolls, maybe looking for one-on-one concierge style service. But the thing is, those type of packages you can only get by texting the number that you see on the screen. We don't have those available on the website. You have to text the number if you bet big. But let's get to this one. Oregon State taking on Oregon. Of course, this is a heated battle, a heated rivalry. Two teams that do not like each other and two teams that will not be playing in the same conference next year, which certainly even enhances this game. Oregon State kind of left out of the mix by everybody, but I believe that, in the out-of-conference scheduling, these guys should definitely at least play one game a season, and same thing in football where the Civil War is just, off the chain. The thing is Oregon State, while they're 11-14 on the season, they are a much improved team over what we've seen from them in the past. In fact, 11-4 straight up at home. 8-6 against the number at home. They have that win against Arizona, and I think for a team like Oregon State that we saw a few years ago do really well in the NCAA tournament. They were kind of middle of the road, won the Pac-12 tournament, went to the NCAA tournament, and went on a nice little run there as well. But since then, they've been absolutely terrible. They had like a 2-win season. The expectations of Oregon State are really, really muted compared to a lot of other teams out there. Of course, Oregon, the kings of the transfer portal, and even before, the transfer portal is what it was today, they were already the kings of the transfer portal, and they certainly always do really well in that regard. But when you're bringing in a lot of transfers, team chemistry, often becomes an issue, and that's something that I think the Ducks have really suffered through in recent years. They are 16-8 straight up. They're 4-3 straight up on the road, 13-11 against the number. So not a lot to complain about with this very, very talented Oregon team, and a team that really has dominated this series against Oregon State, winning the last 5. But like I said, Oregon State's been really down in recent years. But Oregon comes into this one losing against UCLA, then they beat Washington and then lost at home against Washington State. So the Ducks have been good, but not great, and I think it's been more like one of these win one, lose one things that they've been on. And really, if anything, they have more losses recently than wins. When you look at their last 8 games, they are 3-5. Over that span. When we look at Oregon State, as I mentioned, a lot of losing going on, and really recently not even a lot of covering of the spread, getting pounded by Arizona State last time out of all teams. So certainly they're starting to wear down a little bit from what we saw earlier this season. Oregon is elite on offense. They can shoot the 3 like no one's business. Oregon State's defense is actually the stronger part of their team, but some of those numbers are starting to drop. Oregon's defense isn't that great, and I think in this type of game, a rivalry game, and we've seen Oregon State rise to the occasion earlier this season, I think they rise to the occasion here as well. I'm going to take Oregon State. I'll take the points. I think they have a chance to win, though, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you do your picks today, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.